Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is New KDT again, and honestly, today I'm just here to post up a video. Actually, I'm gonna try to post two videos tonight. But the first one, this is the NBA brackets. Since it's March Madness and everything, I'm gonna try not do NCAA brackets because that would take too long. But I'm gonna do an NBA bracket for the playoffs. So currently, let me go to the sites NBA.com. I'm really gonna do the Eastern Conference tonight because I'm not that much of a Western Conference fan. But okay, standings. Okay, right now, if the playoffs started right now, well, it's a surprise. But Boston, we playing Indiana. Chicago, we be playing Philadelphia. Miami, we'll be playing New York. And Orlando, we be playing Atlanta. I'm gonna start off with the Orlando-Atlanta matchup. See, these two teams I really kind of don't like because I'm a Bulls fan. But Orlando and Atlanta, I really hope that Atlanta will win because more than likely, Dwight Howard's probably gonna get a couple technicals in that one, and the team usually when Dwight Howard gets technical, the Atlanta Magic tend to fail a little bit. So, and it never really applies to me, but Dwight Howard is kind of a dirty player. So I think karma might come up and catch them, Orlando Magic. So this one I'm going with the upset. I'm choosing Atlanta over Orlando. Second matchup, Miami and New York. Now this matchup is a bunch. It's so many All Stars on one court that it's probably gonna be an All Star, like a playoff version of the All Star game. Miami, the big three, and LeBron, Bosh, and Wade. New York has Carmelo, Chauncey, and Amari. And honestly, that's probably gonna be the best playoff series probably since the Bulls Celtics of '09, because I can just imagine that series going 7 games, Miami and New York. But for this one, I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat with the upset over, well, not actually an upset, but the win over New York. So next one, Philadelphia and Chicago. Everybody that knows me knows I'm the biggest Chicago Bulls fan there is in history. So I don't care what, I'm going with the Bulls. I don't care what the record is in Philadelphia this year. I'm going with the Bulls. No Rose, Noah, Dane. They just have too much for Philadelphia, and Philadelphia does have one of the deepest benches in the NBA, and so do the Bulls. So I think this matchup will probably come down to the benches. But I believe the Bulls have the best bench in the league. You can put Luol Deng on with Watson and Brewer and Ashik and Taj. That could be a starting lineup in the NBA. Like honestly, that could be a starting lineup. Probably won't be a winning starting lineup, but still, that could be a starting lineup. The next match is Boston and Philadelphia. Boston and Indiana. My bad. I'm going with Boston because when healthy, Boston is arguably the best team in the NBA. Arguably, I say arguably, but I believe Boston is going to come out with this one. It might go to five games. That's probably the most it will go to. So on to the next matchups. I'm telling y'all, this is for just updated right now. Like right now, this will be the brackets, the standings. And I believe the Bulls are going to get the #1 seed, but right now, Chicago will be playing Miami in the second round, and Atlanta will be playing Boston. I'm gonna start with Boston and Atlanta. That may be a hard choice, but I think Boston, even though I really, really despise the Boston Celtics. I mean, seriously, I despise them with a passion. A burning passion only matched by the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Pistons suck. But honestly, Boston Celtics are gonna win this one. I think the most games we'll probably go to will probably be six, 5 or 6. That's only if the Boston Celtics are healthy. If Shaq and Jo are healthy, then they could probably no, they could probably win. Then I really don't want to do this one, but Miami and Chicago. I take back what I said about New York and Chicago, New York and Miami being the best series. I think this will be the one of the greatest series of all time. I think it'll go to 7 games. I think almost every game will be decided by a game winner by D Rose or LeBron or D Wade. I mean, you have so many good players, but this is going to come down to what the Bulls have and Miami doesn't: a bench. You know, C.J. Watson against Mike Bibby, an old Mike Bibby, not the old Mike Bibby. I'm talking about an old Mike Bibby. C.J. Watson's probably too fast for him. He can shoot the three lights out. Something Mike Bibby has been failing to do since he arrived in Miami. And Taj Gibson can take their bench. He can take their power forwards and bench power forwards and centers. He could take them to their brink. He could probably beat them if he wants to, which he probably will want to because playoffs. But I think the biggest matchup of this series will be Luol Deng versus LeBron James. As everybody knows, in 2002, 2003, they were the top 2 high school prospects in the whole entire nation. Not LeBron and Carmelo, LeBron and Luol Deng. So it's going to come down to those two. And the Bulls are 3-0 against them this year, but Miami's had that newfound attitude lately. So I'm not sure if they are. I'm not sure if it's going to be a sweep for the Bulls. But I do believe the Bulls, if they do play in the final playoffs, the Bulls will beat Miami. That's what I believe. It's going to come down, and the final ones will come down to the Bulls and the Celtics. Now, we all know what happened a couple years ago in that epic playoff series, the best playoff series of all time. Finals, first round, anything, best playoff series of all time. And I believe this year it will be the opposite. It will be the Bulls winning. And I believe D Rose will abuse Rondo. Boozer. Kevin Garnett's not the same Kevin Garnett he was 4 or 5 years ago, or even 2 years ago. Luol Deng, he's not gonna let Paul Pierce push him around. He's not a pushover, Luol Deng. And Joakim Noah is better than all their centers. So I'm going with the Bulls to win the Eastern Conference this year. And not just because I'm a homer, it's because I'm just doing this based off stats and facts. And the Bulls have the best defense in the league. The Bulls have the best defense in the entire NBA. Not Boston, not the Lakers. It's the Chicago Bulls. And that's basically off the Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau's, his work ethic, his stance on defense. Coming in, Kyle Korver and Carlos Boozer, a couple of the worst defenders I've ever seen. And he's turned into not great defenders, but at least average, decent defenders. Just like D Rose. D Rose wasn't a bad defender last year like everybody thinks he was. He was a okay defender. He's turned into a great defender. He's averaging the most blocks out of any point guard of any guard in the league. And he's just taking over when needed. So I'm going with the Bulls to win the East. And I think the finals will be a matchup between the Bulls and the Thunder, or maybe the Bulls and the Lakers. That's my opinion. So yeah, that's probably about it. So I'm going with the Chicago Bulls to win the East and set up for an epic Bulls, Lakers, or Thunder finals match. So yeah, this is New KDT, and rate, comment, subscribe, do everything. Send it to your friends and everything, and peace out. Hit me up on Twitter, New KDT.